Hi guys, how are you? I hope you are all doing well. So today's my topic of discussion is about the second part of the functional anatomy of the frontal lobe. Okay, so that part name is motor association cortex. Okay, in previous video I explained the parts of the frontal lobe and its functional anatomy. Please go and see that video. And now I'm gonna explain the clinical relevance related to that. Okay, so now I first draw the picture. This is our brain, the lateral view of the brain. This is the central sulcus of the brain, and this is the brain stem, midbrain, pons, medulla, and this is our spinal cord, and here is cerebellum. Okay, so in previous video I explained about this area, primary motor cortex. Okay, I draw the diagram and draw the primary motor cortex homunculus for the better explanation of clinical relevance. So today's my topic of discussion is about the second area, which is at here. It consists of two parts. Number one is superior part and number two is inferior part. Okay, what are the name of these structures? Its name is supplementary motor area and premotor area. This one is the primary motor area. Now today's my topic of discussion is about motor association area, which is the second area. Okay, so I draw some structures in the spinal cord, deep in the spinal cord, near the lumbar region. So what's happening? The primary motor area, which contribute the pathway, which is descend down and contribute with these neurons in the spinal cord, and their post neurons supply the muscles of our body. Okay, this I discussed it in a previous lecture. Okay, now today's I tell you the this premotor area and supplementary motor area, it also contribute in this pathway. Okay, it also contribute in this pathway, here, here, here. Okay, and what are the difference is this is our body, this is our face, this is all our body, this is our upper limbs. Okay, so now the participation of the motor association area, which is the second area, is only 15%. It contribute only 15% in the motor activity. Okay, at which part of the body motor activity is controlled by 15% by supplementary motor area and premotor area, the second area. It deals with the motor activity of the joints. Okay, here, here, shoulder joints and hip joints, and also the skeleton, axial skeleton control muscles. Okay, all these control of these muscles like shoulder muscles, also the hip joint muscles, also the axial skeleton muscle, 15% contribution of motor activity is controlled by the second area, which is this area. What the name of this area? Motor association area. Okay, motor association area, it consists of two parts, supplementary area and premotor area. Okay, this is the one function of this area. Let's move the second function of this area. I have to remove this. Okay, I again draw the brain and brain stem. This is central sulcus. This is our midbrain, pons, medulla, and this is our spinal cord, and this is cerebellum. Now let's talk about only the second area. Okay, motor association area, which consists of two parts. Okay, and both of the two parts are together work. Okay, this is the first area, and here is some structure which participate in the function of the second area, motor association area, and also the cerebellum, which also contribute to that. Okay, so what are the functions, other functions of the second area, which is this area second? This is motor association area. Okay, it contributes, it planning, recognition and sequence, okay, of the motor activity. Planning, contribution and sequence of the motor activity. And how it involves? It involves by two different structures. Okay, planning of the two different structures, and these planning are sent back to the second area, which is motor association area. So what are the pathways? I am drawing that pathway. First, this is, what is this area? This is sub primary motor area. Okay, and second one is supplementary motor area and premotor area. All the informations goes to these areas. Okay, all the information from the second area goes to this structure, which I draw in green color. What are the name of this structure? Okay, what are the name of this structure? This structure is basal ganglia. What is this structure? Basal ganglia. All the information from the motor association cortex, which is the second structure, goes towards the basal ganglia. Okay, and again that type of motor planning are modified in the basal ganglia, and then it comes back towards the second part of the frontal lobe, which is the motor association cortex. Okay, this is one modification. Okay, second modification involves the cerebellum. Guys, you know the cerebellum, cerebellum control the inner ear also. Okay, inner ear of our ear, the inner ear, ear consists of three parts: middle ear, internal ear, external ear. So inner ear is also controlled by the this cerebellum. Okay, cerebellum. So the information from the inner ear, okay, inner ear, okay, goes towards the cerebellum. The information from the second part of the frontal lobe also goes towards the cerebellum, and all the information are modified here, okay, in the cerebellum, and that information again goes to the second area, which is motor association area. Okay, and all the functions are performed by this manner. Okay, the planning, sequence and execution. So at the end, the pathway goes down, down, and contribute with the spinal cord, and the post neurons goes towards the which structure? Our body, the axial structure of our body. Okay, Also, what are the structures? The shoulder joints, okay, and hip joints. So all the contribution, planning, sequence and recognition, all these pathways are involved. Okay, these are the sequence. What are the two structures are involved? Basal ganglia and this is cerebellum. Okay, so these two structures are involved in the second area, which is the motor association area. Okay, and all this planning are held in this area, and then it implement on the body. So guys, this is the detailed explanation of the second area. I tell you something about this area. uh, this pathway is only controlled by motor activity 15%. Okay, and all the other activities 7 how much left? 85%, which is controlled by the first area. 70, 85, 15 or 85% of the activity is controlled by the first area. Okay, and one more thing guys, this pathway, the second area, motor association area, is controlled 15% of the axial skeleton muscle, also shoulder muscles, also hip joints, also all not control the voluntary movement, high voluntary movements. Only the fine movements, like a little bit movements of these joints, are controlled by motor association area, which is the second area. Okay, so guys, this is all about the second area, which is present anterior to the precentral gyrus. Okay, what are the name of this area? Motor association area. It consists of two parts and related structure, basal ganglia and cerebellum, which are contributed their activity. Okay guys, so I hope you understand my video. In previous video I explained the first area, and now second area. In the next video I explain the third area, which is frontal eye field. Okay, also the premotor cortex. Okay, prefrontal cortex, which is present over anteriorly in the frontal lobe. Okay guys, I hope you understand my video. Please like, share and subscribe my channel, and press the bell icon for receiving any new video. So guys, be happy, take care.